Welcome in, everybody. It's someday. Honestly, I don't know what day it is. Hey, my camera's not on. Welcome in, folks. Good to see you. My camera will be here in just 1 second. What day is it? It's Wednesday, right? It's hump day today. That's why my camera is not active. Oh, there it is. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. How you doing? Good to see you all. Thank you for joining me. You were here before I was, it looks like. Nonetheless, Toes Gang holding it strong over on Twitch. Gifting out 5 subs before we even got started. And then also with the dancing was lovely, guys. Twitch, I appreciate your energy. Thank you to all. Notification gangs, everybody who's here to start us out. YouTube, I saw you guys were waiting for the cook. We got gameplay planned for today, folks. We're going to check out Star Citizen 4.2. It's going live this week, so I figured why don't we get in today with a couple of the mates and we see what the game's gonna offer. What is it looking like at this stage of PTU? This isn't a direct showing of what it's gonna look like when it goes live, but we can get some idea of how it's performing so far. I already ran into one problem. I couldn't load in. Let's see if it works actually this time. But thanks everybody for being here. Hello, Maverick. Good to see you, friend. Tankstead. I saw you in right off the kick. Twitch went live and you went live, my friend. Thanks for being here. Yui, good to see you in chat. Zero, welcome in. Jay, you got tomorrow off? That's pretty nice. Good for you, friend. Mr. Abs, good to see you, Moo Daddy. Welcome in, folks. Mrs. Tomato holding it down. Mace, Stocky, Scarlet, Ken, George, AAK, my man. Run back the funk, you missed it. What? Where were you? It's specifically AAK and Vastin time. Where were you, my friend? I'm doing things a little weird today. We still don't have a capture card, actually, believe it or not. So I am streaming one PC over the internet to the other PC, and that's how we're doing the gameplay. This is actually how I normally do the podcast. I usually stream a person's camera into our PC. This time we're doing a whole game though. Hopefully it lasts, hopefully it runs well. We're also running on a VPN right now because I need Discord access so that we can talk to people. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, everything runs smoothly. If not, I might have to drop the VPN, and hopefully that doesn't mean the stream drops. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. Playing it by ear for this one. How's everybody's week going, though?
Thank you very much.
AAK. Hey, thanks for gifting out a sub to Jay. AAK gifting out a sub to Jay today. Jay, just in case you didn't know, if you have a sub here on Twitch channel, you also get YouTube benefits. Drop by the Discord, link your Twitch, and you get like exclusive video access and stuff. It's not a bad deal, if I do say so myself. All right, we're going red today. We look pretty in red. Tomato red, ketchup red. And can I just say, everybody, to get yourselves some hype back, because we are going back into the cooking streams today. We're gonna prepare that kebab for you, and you know that means you get the good view, you're gonna get the good conversation. We're gonna kick back and just talk easy topics today, chilling as a community and vibing over some good food. So if you've never seen one of our cooking streams, maybe stick around for that. They're a good time. If you have seen one of our cooking streams, welcome to our first time back to Turkey. We've been doing these, I want to say almost a year now, you and Mrs. Tomato. We started them last summer, and they've been a absolutely banging part of the regular content. And these ones are especially fun because you get the nice starting screen from the, what's it called? The sunset. Can't equip that backpack when we're here. It's like we're going with a small backpack today. Gross. That looks a little too small on my back, not gonna lie. Where are the medium backpacks in this game? Light, 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 medium. Hey, doesn't match, but we'll do it. Grab a couple guns. I like that combo. I'm digging that combo. Quick worm kill run. I'm not thinking we're going to go through the whole segment of the thing that has to happen, but I just kind of want to see the area, get some experience around there. I'm not too interested in running this whole Stormbreaker series of stuff through, you know? All right, let me pull in Maverick. He's joining me today. Gotta send a quick message. Just social butterflying, you know? Alright. Okay. Gonna be a small group kind of thing today. Cooking streams are fire, pure fire. So hot, dude. Butt burning. Hey, what's up, Joe? What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Jack's on YouTube. Okay, making the jump over to Twitch. What's the meaning of this? You gone purple? And my mouse sensitivity feels so low. Hello, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. How you doing?
I'm good. I am good. How's everything at your end?
It's going. I can say that much. Man, my hands feel so far away from my camera. Hey, Brock, good to see you, dude. And Milani says hello to her space tomato parent. Tell Emma we said hello. Emmy. Good to see you all. I hope you guys are doing great over there. Hope it's not too freaking hot. It was getting very hot by the time we were leaving. Yeah, the low res is because of the internet stream. Unfortunately, not much I can do about that. We're hoping to get our capture card at some point, but it takes a little while to get here. You ain't got that same day Amazon Prime delivery when you live out this far. Mr. Whale. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. How you doing? Hey, Naders. Let us get some ammo. We can actually shoot some fools. Hey, where are you at? Oh. There we go. Was I unmuted before? Where are you at?
Me, I am in checkpoint, weirdly enough.
Oh, wow. Okay. You're all the way out there. It's going to take me a little bit.
That's okay.
And they've got no ammo here.
Yeah, I wonder if that'll change over time.
Actually, I think I'm just stupid because when I search, they suddenly do. Oh, yeah, they do. It was just being weird for me for some reason. Yeah, we got ammo now. You hear running water, AAK? I don't know what that might be. And this feels weird. Najib, Astro Monkey, good to see you both. Don't forget to grab smoothies. You know, I can't go without a smoothie. A good orange dream machine. I actually love smoothies, and I can't eat them because fruit and my allergies. It's just the stupidest. Sleep deprivation. AAK, why are you here if you're not? Why aren't you sleeping? We'll get some sleep. Come back. We'll still be here.
We don't talk about those things.
Sleep?
No.
No time to sleep. It's game, eat,
Work.
go to the bathroom, repeat. Of course. What other choice do you have being a part of such an oppressed people? You'll sleep when you're dead. I don't know what good that does you when you're missing funk time, dude. Coffee. Yeah, I don't know if I can include coffee in that equation. Coffee's a little bit gross, not gonna lie. Low key, high key. The commas are key. Yeah, what's game eat poop coffee? Don't game eat poop coffee. That is ridiculous. Alright, so the plan today is take this new ship and stealth around a little bit. I don't know, try to pick up a box or something with it. Like what it's supposed to be used for, right?
Yeah. That's what it's
I don't
for.
I don't know if I really care that it doesn't have a bed on it. I know that's like that seems to be the main complaint a lot of people have, but I'm wondering how long distance a ship like this is actually supposed to be. Did I happen to get trapped at Area 18 as well yesterday? No. I made the executive decision to not play. I actually don't know. Is that on the live servers? People putting boxes in front of doorways, right? Seen that, Maverick?
No, what was that?
There's like people have been spawning boxes inside of like spaceports and stuff and blocking doorways.
Oh, they're nice people.
Yeah. Very creative and helpful people. Is your PC fixed? Almost. Almost. We got the motherboard. We got the motherboard and went ahead and got a capture card. It's not here yet. That's why it's so low res on the stream. Sorry about that, folks. Next is the graphics card that ended up dying. That one is going to take a little bit longer for us, I think, to get, so we're almost there. Whoa! Ah, little booty entrance, huh? I don't feel comfortable walking in that. Very cool looking ship though, dude. I always loved the, what is it? The Copperhead from Final Fantasy Spirits Within. And it was so cool to see them create a ship that looks almost exactly like that. I just wish that we could use it the same way. I guess the Prowler, basically a dropship just like that was. Can you fit an Atlas on a Prowler?
Upside down.
Not the utility, the actual Prowler.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Alright, how do you close this back door? Whoop. Oh, I see. So the cargo grid is on the ceiling and it drops down. Rotates a little bit. Interesting. Very cool.
The whole area inside there gives me the vibes from a really extreme theme park ride.
One of the old favorites, the one that like spins around and throws you up against the wall.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Wow.
The kind that are usually banned from today because you know, reasons.
Death and injury.
Yeah. The front runners for getting things cancelled these days.
Yeah, the jump seats, I guess, are a little bit interesting to have here.
Yeah, I don't quite understand the purpose.
I guess if you've got crew, but like how many crew do you need for
232 or a 32 CU of cargo? Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I mean like maybe one person.
I did not
They
know
probably
that
could.
Turret was. Ah, okay. So the turret's up top separately to the. I just assumed it was remote from one of those seats. Oh, there you go. Learned something today.
Yeah, so the co-pilot's here with the tractor beam, and then the pilot's up top with a
Oh, I see.
pilot. This one probably should be one extra person for crew. I feel like these two probably didn't need to be there. And there's not really, maybe if there's nothing else you need to put there, you can fill that space.
Yeah. Maybe a single bed or a bed either side would have made it too purposeful. You know.
Everybody wants that bed. I think it makes sense for this ship to not have a bed.
Oh, for sure. And I don't really mind if it doesn't have one, but you know that space is redundant without two seats, isn't it? So I guess that's what you put there. Maybe
It's like very, very particular to like make a drop ship. It's like a cargo drop ship basically, and make something like this not a long range ship.
That's a fair point. Which begs the question is how far can you get on that quantum drive?
We're about to find out.
Yeah. It was all planned. It's the test. The Prowler.
Do not have access to my... Wow. Oh, it's so low resolution and like glitchy on the stream, guys. I'm sorry. This looks beautiful from my view. Wish you were here. Space Marine, thank you for the sub, mate. Appreciate your support on Twitch. All right, let's get out of here. And I'm getting no engine sounds from this thing. Just stealthing my way up into orbit.
Yes, that's the thing, right? That's its primary sail point.
Oh right, yeah, it wasn't even like that wasn't even a joke. It's just so quiet. Like, why is it quiet? We're missing the nice hot sounds of a spaceship under duress. What res am I streaming at? Well, to you guys, it'd be 1080p. Over this internet feed, it's whatever can afford to be sent over the internet. Have a little raiding party on your stealth ship. The quantum travel in the Prowler looks kind of like Witch Space in Elite Dangerous. Like the animation they have for traveling through it.
Yeah. I'd even forgotten what it looked like until I saw somebody in one the other day and realized that I hadn't been in an alien ship for quite some time.
Yeah. I do not get in alien ships very often. Sick and disgusting non-humans.
The reason I stayed out of them was because of the red HUD, the red everything made it really difficult in combat to identify what's going
Freaking
on.
beautiful cockpit though.
Yeah, the whole holographic screen display.
Yep.
The viewport's pretty impressive.
Yep. Did they add new VFX?
So.
You think? You think they'll make any RSI ships like that?
Well, I'm just saying that you can sort of see through the pillars in this ship.
Oh,
On these
yeah.
little, just.
The biggest complaint with all RSI ships. Until the Mantis. After the Mantis, they started to get that better.
Oh yeah, it's got like a bubble.
Yeah. When does Alien Week end? I do not know. I think Thursday or Friday this week. The Xi'an visuals are the best. I don't remember what those look like. Little like green swirls, right? Like somebody chucked a bunch of minty ice cream at you. Oh, that's new. Jump point detected. Interesting scanning stuff popping up on the HUD. I haven't seen this stuff before. Bro, I can use the tractor beam from the pilot seat. That's crazy. Kind of nuts that you can use a tractor beam from the pilot seat in this ship.
Yeah, that's is it the Nomad that also allows for that?
Yeah, I think so. But even the Nomad is like, I guess they're all backward facing. But yeah, the Nomad would be one of them. What's up, Marthy? We're not live yet.
Majority of us use being a solo ship. Because I mean, if you've got a co-pilot.
Yeah, I'll be interested in seeing how many applications it's useful to be able to tractor beam without getting off the ship.
Yeah. Just thinking about how the behind the ship video sort of delivered it. Very big push towards stealth and usability to keep under the radar as it stands. So
Yeah,
yes,
and I think it's cool you can do all that stuff without getting off, but like a lot of the times you gotta go to a kiosk and order some goods to be sent to a freight elevator and then get on your ship to tractor beam it.
Yeah, it does sort of speak a little bit towards more the piracy side of you sort of seeing somebody else's stuff, hovering over it, grabbing it, flying away with it.
Yeah. Yoinking. Woo! That's a tight squeeze.
It'd actually be interesting to see you try and break up a box and put it on that. With those, I've always found that the external tractor beams are a little fidgety.
Tractor beams in general.
Well, just the big ones and all the sort of the ventral ones that stick down in the ships always seem like they've got some kind of unnecessary wobble to them.
Unnecessary wobble, one of my favorite dances. Looks like I still got quite a bit of quantum fuel left. I'm gonna go ahead and refuel here just so I don't get stuck out after the next trip, but it looks like you'll be able to get across a star system, no problem. Better than a lot of the light ships.
Yeah, running out of fuel is not fun in this game currently with the whole route. Yeah.
But you can't really refuel too much.
Please proceed to assigned landing.
4.1 server should be retired, nothing but issues. It's a palette cleanser from the PTU. They don't do that, do they do the weekly maintenance anymore in this game? Or is that a Q1 thing for them? Alright, a quick refuel and then we'll be on our way. They haven't done maintenance in weeks. I see. What maintenance, you say? What do you mean, working game, you ask? To be honest, I'm more of like the push out features and play in a broken environment than I am a make the environment super stable and push out content sort of approach. I think they've been doing a pretty decent job at the content push. They've got some things they need to figure out. But I do hope that we start to see more features again soon. Like, EPTU would be fantastic to see by the end of this month. Will it happen? Who knows? Alright, now we're gonna jump all the way over to Checkmate, I believe. That's where our boy is. Maverick, where were you? Checkmate still?
Checkmate, yeah.
You wanna, let's see, Pyro 4 is where we need to go, so you wanna meet out that way?
Yep, no problem.
You want me to pick you up, or are you just gonna fly out there?
Are you gonna be flying past 2? Or is that further away?
I don't even know where Checkmate is. Checkmate's out near... Yeah, I'll pick you up if you want. Your choice.
Either way. Yeah, that'd be fine, dude.
Okay.
I'll go and stand that side on a pad.
Alright, I'll tractor beam you into the little cargo bay. A little quick pickup.
Just grab a seat. Just grab.
Thank you, Arctic Wolf. Music's a bit loud. Hey, Boomer Actual. How's it going? Good to see you, friend. Thanks for dropping by the stream. Been a little minute. Vulcan or DX11? I use DX11 pretty much regularly until they're all ready to go full on Vulcan. I want my eye tracker back plugged in. Let me see if I can get it working with this mouse. This is not my normal mouse. All right, button 5. Might be able to find it and hang it from here.
Have you set yours up using the more advanced setup software or app that they supply?
Probably won't work actually because I haven't calibrated it for this screen. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't even look like it's on. Obi. Easy enough to do while we're sitting here waiting in quantum travel.
But everybody needs the tutorial on how to do it.
Yeah, here's a live tutorial for you guys. There's my eyeballs. Ooh. Move closer, they say. No. How do I like the eye tracker? Do I use it for other games? I do. I use it for a lot of stuff actually. It makes it really easy to log into your computer. I think that's one of the most useful parts of it is it runs through Windows Hello. So if I need to buy something online, if I need to unlock some program, if I want to log into my computer, the eye tracker will log you in based on your iris. Nice. And yeah, it works for other games. It's kind of random which games you find it for, but I've used it for some Ubisoft games. They tend to have them on. I don't have the list here, but there's like a massive list of games this works for. From what I hear, they work with glasses. Yes, they use infrared light, and that tends to work. But I don't have upfront knowledge of that. That is generally coming from morphologist's experience with it. He does wear glasses. Doesn't seem to be tracking me still.
I can vouch. They work with glasses and without.
Yeah?
Yeah. And it doesn't matter whether you take your glasses on or off during. It doesn't seem to make any difference. So
Cool. Good to hear.
I just find I turn mine off. The infrared doesn't, I don't think, irritate my eyes. I just prefer not to have the little red light glowing at me if I'm not utilizing it.
Yeah. I get that. Enabled. I think I'm gonna have to restart my game for it to be working. That's too bad. Yeah, we're chilling in the Prowler utility right now, giving it a little testy test in Pyro. Ever use Game Glass? No.
Thank you.
I
want to.
Eventually. I'm really waiting on mounting some dual sticks to like get into customizing my setup for this game. I'd like to do Game Glass at some point. How many people in the PTU? I don't know. Do you know how many people are in our shard?
So that. According to the powers to be, 174 and 17 on the server. So
174 in the shard? Wow. That's
So-
nothing.
yeah, it's not a busy time of the day for anything. And to be fair, it's not, I wouldn't say it's a long PTU run, but a lot of people have come in and played with the new shiny and kind
Yep. It's waiting for it to go
Double
live.
Yeah.
Alright, I am on approach.
Copy that. Might get this pad to work. If not, just call a hangar and tell me where you've gone.
Oh yeah, I got probably...
You get a refuel as well, just in case.
I can't see where you are. There you are. Do I need to
Did you remember
refuel?
to grab water? by any
Hold on a
chance?
second. Let's see. Oh no, I got the good stuff.
That's cool. Just making sure.
Oh yeah, I can probably use a refuel. Okay, so that used up more fuel than it did flying from, I guess, R-Corp to the jump point. Yeah, that is a little further. So I used up probably, oh, I don't know, a fifth? 2.5, no, more than, not quite a quarter. Yeah, about a little less than a quarter of my fuel making that trip. So you could do a couple of routes around the star system before you have to refuel, but this doesn't really feel like that long distance of a ship.
Right.
All right, come on into my hangar.
Go.
Not a euphemism.
We hope not.
This is my own music playing in the background. Good morning, Cynthian. Live today or tomorrow? If it's gonna happen, I think it's gonna happen tomorrow or Friday. I think tomorrow makes the most sense, but we'll see. Probably just depends on how good these builds are. This one's feeling good so far, but we gotta get closer to other players to see how it performs under load. Oop. Okay. I thought it was actually tracking my head for a second there. Stealth cargo ship, more meant for either safe extraction or pirates. They can make some very cool use cases for ships like this. I can't wait to see what they do. We're so used to everything being very close together, but genuinely stealth infiltration missions could be very cool in a game like this. They have so much space to play with. .2,000 meter detection range. That ain't bad, dude. You're like right under somebody's nose with that kind of detection range. And this is before we're able to do other things to maybe adjust that even further. You do a lot of logistics for large org ops. Large orgs, so you personally have a lot of uses. Yeah, we'll be using this in our org for sure. I actually want to practice stealth drops and fast dropship drops and pickups with a ship like this. I want our dropship pilots to be able to get down to the ground very quickly without hurting the ship, and then up into the air very quickly. And this seems like a good ship to test the fastest version of that. Ship screenshot? Ship screens? What do you mean by that? Dude, these clouds are so close to the space station. We went like 40 meters and immediately we couldn't see the space station anymore. So cloudy out here.
Yeah, it is insane. I was curious, can you see your EM, you know, your emissions from that screen, from the HUD?
Yes, I can.
I'm curious to know what they actually are.
My cross section is 4.6, my EM is 7.9, and my IR is 4.2.
That's pretty low.
So we're
Good
mostly
stuff with that.
being revealed by our EM signature. Let's see if we took off our... Wait, am I reading that wrong? No, I'm sorry. No, my IR is 3.8, my EM is 7.7, and my cross section is 4.2. My bad. I thought this was a different symbol. So we're limited by our EM right now. That's not gonna do much. Quantum drive. Yeah, it's the quantum that was really lighting us up. So if you turn off your quantum drive and sit in nav mode, you're basically down to 4.2 thousand meter detection range. And if you can, let's see, if you can drop your infrared even further, then if you can get behind somebody, engines down to the lowest level, weapons off, honestly, life support off. So like at the most basic level, our EM signature's at 800 and dropping. Our IR is at 3.7, and our cross section is 4.2. I think that there's going to be a lot of well, what I hope they do is they play around a lot more with like your ability to be next to objects and confuse the cross section. They've talked about that. I know there's like you can get some ambient signature if you get close enough to things.
Well, that makes sense, right? At the moment, if you were sitting next to the space station, for instance, you kind of assume that that would be a tricky thing to identify a ship against.
Yeah, like the cross-section signature when you're up against a space station should be super high. I think that's what's really going to be the winning factor here is like, if I can get this thing to drop down to less than 1,000 meters on the other sections of things, then if you can fly next to the ground, you could actually get really close to somebody.
Well, it also stacks to like going into locations with the turret defenses, because at the moment they slap you from quite a way out. But if you can get in super close, execute a drop, and get out, it means you're
Bad you can't.
There's a distance to run.
Bet you can get a vehicle on it.
Well, I mean, at the moment you can snap a ATLS on there, so there's nothing to suggest you can't maybe snap a PTV on there at some point if they follow
Yeah,
that.
like if you could get a Steve or something on there, that'd be sick.
That would be sick. Or a small hover vehicle, would they snap to a
Yeah.
grid?
I don't think so. I don't think they do yet.
Not while they're hovering, but you know, if they turned it off. Actually, that would be kind of handy if they did snap, because at the moment, let's be fair, they're basically like carrying a hand grenade around, rolling in the back of the ship.
All the vehicles should. I think that's what we're missing from being able to spawn them on freight elevators.
Yeah, I think I picked up on something along the lines that was something to do with the fact that they've now switched them over to being an entity as opposed to a not entity.
Yeah. Can't fight back from that mode. How about missile mode? Well, yeah, it's not necessarily a time to be fighting. Time to be skirting through. Yeah, the direction that you're looking at will obviously be different with this ship. And I think we're all really looking at this whole stealth thing from a super one-dimensional point of view. We're all just like considering the numbers that are applied, but there are going to be a lot of things from outward conditions to the way that you're flying, to the ship the other person has, to even just like the little differences in that day's conditions that can decide whether or not you're seen.
Yeah, weather's another contender for it as well. You know, like these storms would mess the EM signature side of things completely up, so therefore you would be almost invisible in a storm.
You wanna like give people the ability to do the stealth they want, but at the end of the day, players can probably use any ship for stealth as long as they know how to do it right.
Yeah, do you remember when they had, in the previous version of the resource network, they had the stealth mode, and you could control, you know, the individual power outputs from everything?
Yep.
Do you think we're going to see that level of ability to control that sort of thing? Once
I think they've kind of replaced it with just showing us the number of the emissions versus our output. Because that was back when it was basically they gave your ship one single value of emission, and then you would power or depower things to reach that level, right?
Yeah, I know.
Thank you very much.
I fully understood it, but it was sort of earlier in my understanding of a lot of things in the game, and I never really sat there and just messed around. But the one thing I did like about it was the ability to control individual thruster outputs, because if you have a thruster missing and it was completely throwing off your ability to fly, if you shut down the opposing thruster on the opposite side so that it stopped yeeting you around in circles at 1,000 meters a second. So you could get your ship out of atmosphere back into 0G and then sort of limp your way back to get repaired. But
yeah, I think we'll be able to do that. I think that's what they're giving us with this first update of engineering. Yo, Abs, I see you with the 5 subs.
I'm looking forward to seeing that pop up in the EP.
That's Toes Gang move, my friend. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. Thank you for helping us get closer to improving the stream and getting more things for the turkey side of things over here. Much love to you. Hope you're having a good week, friend. Diagnostics screen. Yeah. That's what they're giving us. I cannot see YouTube chat, so I'm really sorry if I've missed anything over there. My computer is just not letting me see it for some reason. It just says something went wrong. Okay, great. Something went wrong. Tell me how do I get around that? How do we fix that? Mrs. Tomato, please let me know if I miss anything over there. Ride hood. Oh, I have refreshed. So much refreshing. I'm not gonna unplug and plug it back in, no, sorry. That's not how this works. This looks so low quality on the stream. Yeah, we're in the new Prowler right now. We're gonna stealth drop into the pyro locations. Stealth. Whoa.
Quantum travel complete.
Stealthiless. Stealth apocalypse. Stella. Delta. There's Pyro 4. There we go. Dang, OM3 is 3 million meters away? Why is it so far? Why is it? Oh, because it's a gas giant. I do not use Game Glass. But Michael was asking about that earlier, I think. Okay. All right, man. So it's any of these Faro data centers, right?
Yep. Take your pick.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Yeah, the video pass, or polish pass they've done is definitely giving back some frames because the earlier PTU versions were chewing up the frames pretty bad.
Really? You're getting better frame rates right now? What are you seeing?
Yeah, compared to a week ago, inside the ship 50 to 60 and external 75, 85.
Nice. Yeah, it's looking pretty smooth to me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've got the water turned up to absolute max. I might have it on high, and likewise for the clouds. But normally I just run everything on max and still achieve 60 plus. So.
All right, well, we're coming in on location.
I see the co-pilot can control the remote tractor beam as well, so I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah. Makes more sense than the pilot to me.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, my computer just shut off.
Oh.
What? All
How are you
right.
still streaming?
Because I'm streaming from the other PC.
Oh, I see. Well, that's different.
Oh man.
surprisingly, we are just flying along conveniently.
I'm gonna have to figure out why this is happening. Oh, Jesus, and I don't have a capture card, so now you guys can't. I'm gonna have to get the internet feed back up for you guys to see the screen again.
Also, the PC that the game was running on is also the one that the stream was being pushed out through.
The game is running on a different PC.
Yeah.
You guys, yeah, the stream goes through its own PC. All right. Well, just give me 1 minute, guys. I gotta get all this back up and running. Make sure that, like, you guys can even see the screen. I'm gonna have to get my VPN back on because I can't access the link without that. Okay. Black screen and chatting, folks. Honestly, this is what we do for most of our streams, right? It's not that weird. I'm just going to... I've got to... What do you guys think of the game so far? Do you have super smooth, right?
Were you flying in decoupled by any chance?
No. Did we crash?
I don't understand how we haven't. Your in-game pilot, your Agent Smith is doing a great job of keeping us alive. We skimmed the water for about 30 seconds, and then we are now flying back out of atmosphere. So you.
All right. Sounds like I'm doing a good job.
Hey, man. AFKU is an epic pilot. You should keep him in here more often.
Okay, here we go. Hey, and the feed is back. Okay. Progress. Now we get the game back. And I'm gonna pull up my software so I can keep track of the temperature we're running at. Wait, you guys can get my password. It's ... Dang it. There we go. Sign me in then.
I think most banks have less verification requirements to get into.
Oh, I think it's not letting me sign in because I'm on a VPN now. There we go. All right, so now I turn the VPN off and sign into the game. Nope, now it thinks I'm offline. And it logged me out. There we go. Love a good old classic overheating PC. I'm just gonna choose to assume that's what it was, because I really, I can't have it be something else. No more big PC problems, please. Can't do that no more. Over that life. Trash can is up at the top. dude. I don't even... I didn't even pay attention to this layout. What were you going to say, Maverick?
I was gonna say, is your gaming PC AMD or is it NVIDIA for the graphics card?
Graphics cards NVIDIA. Ghost Ukami, thank you for the message of the day. We're currently not planning any further PTU builds while we work on preparing the live environment for a release in the coming days. Tomorrow or Friday. All right, trying to load back in now. Can I raise the resolution? Unfortunately, I can't. I don't have a capture card at the moment. Whoa. Okay, this makes me feel worse about my possible computer problems.
Oh, I see that. Are you Vulkan or Direct 3D?
I'm on DX11. But this is happening across my entire computer. It's not just in the game.
Oh, okay.
What the hell is this, guys? Is my GPU dying? Please, no. This can't be the GPU. The GPU.
Systems activated.
What the hell's... Okay, I'm just gonna get out of the seat so you can take control. I don't know what's going on in my...
Well, you've got Christmas lights galore going on there.
I don't know what this means. It's a dying GPU? How the heck could my GPU be dying? Why would it be dying?
Yeah, I was gonna say if you can pull up the stats on the GPU, see if it's stressing.
GPU load is high, fan is high. Why would that be the case? What's going on that I'm using up a ton of my GPU like this?
Well, mine's at 97% in here at the moment, so to be fair, that's normal. But what's the temp? Has the temp cranked up or?
No, the temp's not too... I mean, it's at 81. It's pretty high.
Yeah.
It's not like dying high. Temperature definitely went up when I started the game.
Yeah.
And the fans are spinning pretty high.
Does that give you control over the fans? Can you flick it on like a manual and just boost them to max?
I don't
In the cooling tab?
I don't think this has much control over my actual hardware. This is just monitoring. I don't have... Can the NVIDIA control panel do that? I need to go to BIOS or something like that.
Normally your graphics, like the system, like for instance with the Zeus has a, you know, an internal app that I run that I can overclock and do stuff to, but I don't know what.
I think I'd have to go to the...
I would have thought NZXT would actually allow you to do that. chat would have a better response than what I would.
I mean, it doesn't
But
seem
yeah,
to
I
be
mean,
a processor issue.
My graphics card, and this is a gaming laptop that I'm talking about, my graphics card, my NVIDIA card runs between 65 and 80, depending on how hard I push it. So, I imagine in a open PC that would be.
I don't really know what to do, guys. It's not happening with the game graphic. Oh, yes, it is. What the hell is wrong? What is going on?
Is it doing with the desktop? Like if you alt tab back out the desktop on that screen, does it do it?
Doesn't let me move the game away. Like the rest of my computer looks like this, though.
Oh, the rest of the PC looks like it.
Yeah.
When your PC just shut down, was it a full shutdown or did it just...
It fully
Black
shut
out.
down.
Oh wow.
Okay, so it's no longer doing that. Temperature is falling. Load dropped a ton.
Can you
Insufficient
open
or
something else
unstable power delivery from the power supply. Issues with the graphics card's PCIe. Okay, so here's the thing that I recently learned about my graphics cards that I mentioned to you guys. Given these CPUs and graphics cards require 2 and 3 power plugs respectively, you need 5 total plugs in your power supply to run both of them. I only recently discovered that. Well, I have 4 plugs, and so what I've been doing is putting 2 to the CPU and 2 to the GPU, but using a daisy chain plug on one of those GPUs to plug into the other GPU slot. I didn't realize that that doesn't actually work because they don't run in parallel. They run in a series, and you're not getting enough power. So maybe that's why. But at the same time, like, why would that just start happening now? I've been doing that since I got these graphics cards. Yeah, I can't reseat the whole card in the middle of a stream. So I do need to get new power supplies, but that was low on my list of priorities because we have to get everything else first. Let me try, hold on, let me try a different game first. See what happens.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe if you could just stress it out with something else, see if it does a similar response. Does look like your fan was stressed, like maxed out, so at least the fan's working.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this a go real quick and see if it does anything. Yeah, it's happening with. Holy crap. I cannot get away from computer problems.
Yeah, seriously, it's been stressful watching you stress at it. To be fair, because I hate when people can't just catch a break on stuff. Yeah, it maybe just lost its.
I don't even know what to do, man.
Is that thing? Was that PC in storage? You know, like when you guys went away?
No.
Was that no?
No.
Just sat there, chilling.
It was, I mean, it was unplugged. This isn't even the PC anymore though. Like, I replaced the motherboard, which was the thing that was here. I brought the CPU, I brought the GPU. Everywhere I've looked, it hasn't been a problem to daisy chain on your GPU. Up until now, it has a problem. I can't afford to not though. I need to. Memory can cause artifacting too. I mean, yeah, it's just be anything at this point, which is.
Maybe just try a hard restart of that PC again, because it only did it after it had that crash. Yeah, like Ghost is saying, without a full shutdown and cycle, it's possibly lost a driver or something along those lines. Something hasn't loaded up.
Just try a restart. Power supply is 850. Might make a difference where you plug the daisy chain plug into. That's interesting. Consider that. Yeah, I think it's probably the power supply. But like we're trying to replace everything else first this week, so I'm still waiting for the capture card right now. It's just crazy. I think Mrs. Tomato might be a little busy even. All right, we're supposed to be starting back up. You undervolt the P. Can you undervolt the GPU from the BIOS, or you have to download extra software for that? I mean, I can always try getting extra software. Whatever I need to do, I just need to make this freaking work. Okay. And the computer. Ti. 3080 Ti. Okay, my computer's no longer booting, and the DRAM light is staying on.
Whoa. Really?
So, whatever, there is something is fucking wrong here. It is continuously breaking things.
Is it plausible that just a single power cable's come a little loose on the daisy chain?
Trying to reboot again. If I can just boot to the BIOS, at least maybe we can.
Yeah. There is an ASUS Tweak 3 software that they make for that graphics card that you can use for fan controlling.
I think there might. I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, there is. I'll send you the link to it in a DM. You can have a look at it when you can.
Okay, it booted. It went past the BIOS though. It's not on carpet. All right, we're back up. Just give me a second, guys, because I can't get the feedback to you all yet. I gotta get this link up again. Just buy a console. I've got one. I freaking wish I could do all this on a console. I really hate PC gaming.
There's a reason why I stepped away from it for a while, because of that exact reason. It was just doing my head in.
I feel like that point never comes across at the master race. Yeah, PC gaming is going to give you the best capabilities, but God, Jesus, how unstable are computers still. They're like plug and play, and they still don't plug and play.
No, there is definitely something to be said about just the user-friendliness of the console.
All right, download this GPU software. Which one is it? Tweak 3?
Yeah, it's right off the ASUS website. It looks like the most common one
Armory
that's used.
Crate. I remember that one. I have that. Can that?
Yeah, Armory Crate's where you control it from. Sorry, I didn't realize you had that installed. That's where I do most of my adjustments.
All right. Trying to get the feedback, guys. And are we back? Really? Gotta get a new link. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's see. Consoles die as well. At least they just die. At least they just like, when they're done, they're like, oh, red ring, I'm done. It's not like, is it my front faceplate that's done? Is it my fans that are done? Because the whole thing's done. I know that's not true. Certain parts of it do break, but easier to just take that into a store. Or... You disagree, but in today's economy with those hardware prices and all the BS going on, PC gaming isn't as fun as it could be, unfortunately. Consoles are getting freaking expensive too, though. Astro Monkey, thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry I can't see what's going on YouTube today. I missed that briefly. Appreciate your support though. Thank you anybody who has during this time. I can't really see the stuff going on this end. Just installing Armory Crate. No biggie. While that's happening, why don't we try Jump Ship again and see if that brings on the graphics problems. Temperature is sitting idle at 60. That actually seems a bit high. Guess it's not necessarily idle. It's working 30%.
Manufacturer's recommendation between 60 and 80 degrees is the design point. So. And that's if it's paired with a 750 to 850 watt power supply.
So it's running hot.
No, between 60 and 80 is its design point. So you could definitely be cooler, but 60 to 80 is normal.
And it's restarting my computer. Chat saying it's high. We're building, I mean, we've built a new PC. I don't even want to ask for donate. Like, it's... At some point, it stops being a money thing and it starts just being... $5 to $85 is normal for... But if I'm not gaming
under
at
load.
the time...
Yeah, under load, but yeah, idle between 40 and 50 would be good.
Oh, you're just being silly, okay. Troubleshooting tech. Yeah, every stream we've had over the last couple weeks been troubleshooting. Sorry, guys. Getting set up over here has been chaotic, both work-wise and personal-wise. It's just been a lot more than we signed up for. All right. We have restarted for the third time. Gonna try and pull up the software again. And I'll get you guys the feed. This shared here, and we should get back up. There it is. Okay. Now we look at the dashboard. Ensure that devices are connected properly. What? How about my GPU? All right, so it's saying there are no devices installed. Good start. Did I get the wrong thing?
No, if it's what's the motherboard?
Sorry, the motherboard? The
Yeah,
motherboard's
the motherboard.
Oh, this is for whatever the motherboard's MSI. It's just the graphics card that's Asus.
Okay.
But I can find that. I can find that real quick.
Yeah, plus the tweak software I think is specific to the graphics card only. And that's the difference between the two softwares.
Afterburner is the motherboard, or the MSI one, yeah?
Sure.
I just want to go back.
Sitting at 59 degrees. Not really doing anything. So, Is my GPU not... Like, I don't... It should be cooling itself. I'd understand if it was my my CPU that was overheating.
I see your
That,
fan
that
speed's
depends
at
on
0.
me. Yeah, why is the fan speed at 0?
Is the fan spinning inside the case? Because if you lost the fans, that would explain the whole temperature issue.
Fans are not spinning right now.
There you go.
MSI Center will tell you the whole thing, okay. All right, we got GPU, memory. Memory's not even running at the right speed. I need to get into the BIOS to change that. I see GPU info though. Hardware info for more detailed info. Okay. Thank you. This is looking at basically just my motherboard stuff and my CPU.
Is it not giving you any feedback on the fans?
No, I'm not. The fans aren't even moving.
Has it lost a...
I'm still on. Could be GPU memory. Oh. It doesn't say whether or not it's GPU or regular. But I wonder if like my memory is running. Can't even adjust my memory here.
No, it'll be a BIOS adjustment, but it's weird that your fans are off though. They shouldn't be off. Like,
Let me see if I launch a game, what happens. Nope, fans are back on. They just turned back on.
oh, okay. Then your temp should start to drop too.
Yep, all 3 fans are spinning. No
You haven't done a
graphical
BIOS?
issues.
You haven't done
Yet.
a BIOS update or anything recently, have you?
No, no. Just the driver installs and everything because this is a new motherboard. The fans are on, temperatures running. No graphical problems with the game right now. But I think that's got to be a temperature thing. I think you guys are right. What I don't understand is like, how does a GPU overheat? Like, isn't it literally supposed to stop itself from doing that?
Well, that's the thing. If the fans don't kick,
Oh, the fans are doing great. They're ramping up, and they keep going.
I guess you just sit there and watch that screen and just see whether it holds.
Once you get back up to the 80s, we'll see the artifacting. So why is it reaching the 80s? Is I guess.
You got a fair way into Star Citizen before it got there, though.
Thermal paste or pads, there is no... Is there thermal paste in the side of the GPU somewhere? On the heat sinks? Pretty sure it's just copper heat sinks, no?
Yeah, I would have thought so.
know what aren't running?
Hmm.
My CPU fans aren't running right now.
You see that
Granted
temperature
that-
that you've got on the screen is the CPU, not the GPU, right?
No. This one is CPU right here.
Oh,
And like it's doing okay. I guess it's not like it needs to turn on the fans. I would just, is it running in like stealth mode or something? It feels like this computer is allowing itself to run hotter than it needs to.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask before about the BIOS. It's almost like it's set the fan speeds to just stay low as opposed to just crank to maximum. And those NZST things, when they're spooled right up and they go, it sounds like a jet turbine going.
All right. I'm gonna try and boot into the BIOS real quick.
Yeah.
I want this to be. I'm telling you guys, once we can build a computer from scratch, I'm gonna get just the best freaking cooling PC, case, everything that can be bought. Someday we're gonna have true PC building money, and I am going to go so hard. The computer can never tell me it's working too hard again. And if it does, I will literally just throw it out the window. No offense, future AI overlords, if you guys, Skynet, whoever you might be, 20 years from now watching this, soaking this in, machine learning this. It's just a joke. We love you guys. Always some kind of thermal paste between the GPU chip and the cooler, like the CPU and the cooler. Interesting. Why don't they make GPUs more modular then? Dude, I hate this computer. This stupid monitor turns off whenever I turn the computer on, so I can't see the startup thing to tell me to go to... There we go. Okay. I am on the BIOS. Let's see. CPU game boost off. Memory standard. DRAM. CPU fan. Easy configuration. Memory DDR5. Oh my gosh, I don't know the timing of my memory.
What brand is it?
Crucial. Yeah, they want me to like put in the timing here. I do not have the time for that right now. Ironically. I'm just trying to find GPU stuff, folks. Advanced.
Is it DDR5?
Yeah.
The RAM? How many gig?
32. Overclocking. Adjusted DRAM speed. Oh, DRAM's doing okay. Memory. CPU offset. DRAM voltage. Yeah, not much GPU stuff in the BIOS, I'm noticing. X3D gaming mode. Why is that off? That should be on, that's the whole point. AMD overclocking. System status. And CPU cooling. Yeah, I don't see anything I can do much here.
Doesn't it have a fan speed, control speed?
No, not for the GPU.
What about for the CPU though?
No, I mean it showed me the fan control, but it didn't show the ability to change the speeds, at least not more than I'm willing to do right now. You don't need that 3D mode unless you have a 12 or 16 core. I believe mine's 16. 7800 X3D. 3D mode can be problematic. I see. Hey,
8 cores.
Shout out. Is it 8?
Yeah, 8 cores for the X3D.
Really?
Yeah, 16 threads.
16 threads. Okay. Okay.
Ryzen 7, yeah. I always get confused with those numbers anyway, to be honest, but your RAM speed can either be 4800, 5600, or 52.
Yeah, we're at 52.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody who has stuck around during all of this. I see X950, X900. Okay. Thank you for everybody who has stuck around throughout this absolute clusterfuck. This is actually a little bit more than our usual problems. Not really saying much, though. Actually, no, that's saying a lot.
You could try that Tweak 3 software for adjusting your
Yeah, it says MSI Center.
Oh yeah.
If I can just find that, yeah. Willing to do anything at this point. I just want to be able to like entertain. Oh man. It's like, there's so many things. I have been dealing with internet problems all day, like, because we have 3 folks who work on Team Tomato to make all this content possible, besides me and Mrs. Tomato. We have coming through yet. We have somebody in the Netherlands, somebody in the UK, and somebody in Canada. And all of those people have to be able to connect to our server. Right here. Little black box right here. Has basically everything on it. In fact, this overlay that you're seeing is probably running off of it. So keeping that accessible to people around the world in this, like, we're so far outside of the city that we don't even get water service here, has been mind-numbing. Then we have the motherboard issue and the GPU issue. Currently trying to figure out this capture card issue. Now God knows what this is. I can't wait until like all of our computers just live on the cloud and it's just a plug from the wall into my head. And I don't have to do anything else to play.
You just hope your fans don't turn off and overheat your brain.
Yeah, I guess like even if that's happening, I should probably expect that my brain will probably stop working.
Might lose vision in one eye or something, perhaps. Your graphics card starts playing up.
New content for orgs and whales, new bug for the other 70%, my friend. Read the room. Star Citizen 4.2 is the last thing on my mind right now. Alright, let's see if we can get this to actually run. Yeah, okay, I'll sell you all of my kidneys, sure, whatever. Just make my GPU work. Accept. That's how they get you. Accept. Sign here. Initials here. Yeah. I'm willing to use my butt for compute power towards your AI graphics card legion. Imagine computer bugs in your head, though.
Oh god.
I played enough Deus Ex to know I don't want that. Will lag and performance issues be caused by being dumb when your brain is the PC? Yeah, I don't know, man. At some point, the computers in our head are going to be like, these humans are slowing us down. Do we detach from their heads and just do our own thing? These emotions and the way that they get affected by chemicals? What's wrong with them? And then we come back and we're like, oh yeah, well what happens when you get thrown in a bath of water? Loser. But it's got to be oxidized water, right? Or sodium-rich water.
Whatever that chemical was that they melted the Terminator in.
Peanut butter. I tell you what, the freaking ranch dipping sauce from McDonald's could probably melt a Terminator. That stuff, oof, that stuff's rough. Let's build your MSI center. What are you doing? I love how they have creator, video editing, and streaming all on here. These three things are like could fit in all in this. Man, I don't even want all this.
Stress-inducing.
How is it that even this thing is trying to push some AI stuff? Okay. System diagnosis is going to help us. Fan control speed. And is there anything for the GPU specifically?
Cooling wizard?
Yeah, I got that. Ooh, control lighting effects!
Well, yeah. I mean,
Adjust system performance and fan speed. We heard you like AI, so we gave your AI an AI so you can compute while you modal. Oh yeah, we definitely need another Deus Ex, dude. Even everybody wants it. Everybody except for the stupid Embracer group who bought it want it. I think they sold it back actually. They just bought it and then did nothing with it and then canceled any plans to do with it. All right, we good? These are all optional. Even the voice actor for Adam Jensen consistently says that he would like another Deus Ex, and if the voice actor's here for it. Okay.
So that'd be like if they tried to make another Halo and the dude that does Master Chief's voice doesn't want to do it.
So sad. Halo just makes me sad right now. Okay, here we go. We're seeing things. Hardware monitoring. CPU. Okay, but where's my GPU though? Man, I don't understand. Why is it so hard to find your GPU statistics in these software? DRAM, CPU. RAM seems okay. Voltage seems okay. Oh, being in Turkey is awesome. But everywhere has its complications, and if we can't work, it's gonna be a real big problem. The NVIDIA app, okay, does the NVIDIA, that would have been great to know. Does the NVIDIA app allow for Fan control speed? Because I didn't see it.
I've never seen it before.
GPU Z. Watch, I'm gonna have to restart my computer again for this.
There's a new version of the NVIDIA app that's just been released.
Yeah, the NVIDIA app's really basic. That's always kind of surprised me. You don't have any plans to visit Turkey, but if you did, what would be the recommendation to visit that is not typical tourist spot? That one is good for Mrs. Tomato. I know my Turkey, but not like her. What kind of thing are you looking for? Are you interested in history, learning about culture and history? Do you want to get nice beaches and good water? Do you want good food, beautiful views? Like there's a lot to see in Turkey. You can get very different experiences depending on where you visit. Here, the sauna baths are sick. The baths are amazing. They're called hammams, and they are some of the most relaxing places this side of the sun. Install it. Sour apple tea. Hey, I haven't heard anybody reference that one before. Yeah, they got different flavored teas. It became like a really viral thing at one point. Hagia Sophia. Cool place to see. Here we go. Okay. Oh, it's Gigabyte. What?
What, your motherboard?
Gigabyte. I thought Aorus was Asus.
Well, that'd help.
Yeah, they really got to put the name in more obvious places here. No, I was joking. I thought that was an Asus card. Okay, so it's Gigabyte. It's running. Let's see. It says hotspot 63 degrees. Temperature 58 degrees. Memory temperature 62 degrees. Fan speeds are at 0. Load is at 0. Board draw is 40 watts. I don't see any reasons this would be having a problem, but I guess I need to run it under load to see that. So I can change my fan limits here. All right, this is gonna log everything that's going on, right? So I can just, if we do crash, I can see what happened through this. Okay, let me try loading back in. See what happens. Look up fan control. Okay, fan control may be the next software to download. Downloaded like 8 things today. 8? 3. The hardest part is like knowing if the VPN that we use is doing anything wrong. Whenever something's running slow or the stream crashes or the game's not downloading or anything at all, I'm like, is this because of the VPN? I saw there was another app that's looking to compete with Discord, and somebody said that they had gotten already a ton of money in seed funding. It looked exactly like Discord from what I saw. Everything you know about Turkey is from the song Istanbul used to be Constantinople. I didn't know much about Turkey before, and then I came here, and now I've learned so much. I think the most surprising thing that I learned is how ridiculously important Turkey is in relation to how little I learned about it growing up in school. It is like arguably one of the most important pieces of land in the world. I might be biased, but there's a reason that so many empires have tried to control the Bosphorus Strait for like thousands of years. The second most surprising thing about it is how freaking good the food is. Why don't they tell you that? Why'd I have to come all the way here to learn that? A lot of interesting things to learn, though. I mean, like, you start digging into different companies and tech and stuff, and you realize how much Turkish stuff does exist in the world. It's just not called Turkish. It's called like Mediterranean. Sometimes it's called Middle Eastern. Sometimes it'll be called like Greece or Greek, Lebanese, or Middle Eastern. And those things all do have foods that are very similar to each other. So it's like you know, it's give and take. Sometimes it depends on who's eating it, but like take away one ingredient, it changes the place where it originates from, and a lot of times the names then change along with that. And then there's also, I think something like 72% of the world's hazelnuts come from Turkey. Specifically, actually, like the coast that we're on, which is on the Black Sea. So if you eat Nutella or something like that, there's a pretty good chance that its ingredient, or at least one of them, originated in Turkey. All right, so we're running. Hotspot is 87.7 degrees. GPU temperature is 71 degrees. The load on the GPU is about 48%. I'm just going to have it log everything that's going on right now. My game itself is kind of hitching, though. I'm not sure if that's a CPU thing or what. Yeah, my CPU is under a heavy load. Well, this is working. I can't get the ship. Maybe I have to go all the way to the hangar to do it. Let's see. Windows Event Viewer. Thank you, Bastin. Why does the quantum animation look different? I was using an alien ship, so I had a different animation. Dude, nothing's working. I can't tell if it's the server or if it's me. Do you enjoy Turkish coffee? I don't. I don't like coffee. Love Turkish tea, though. Turkish tea is like 70% of everything I've consumed today. No artifacts on the screen. Yeah, so far. See what happens with the temperature of the GPU. I guess it must have been a heat thing. And the computer must have shut itself off because the GPU was overheating. What I don't understand is why wouldn't the GPU, the GPU is not integral to the computer performing. It can always throttle itself to not overheat. Why would the computer shut off? Anything working for you, Maverick?
I'm still sitting out here in your ship, so at the moment,
Can
no,
you?
I can't quantum to you for some reason. I'm just
Really,
trying to
the
sit
ship's
back
not
and
working?
Well, you turned all the shit off, so I was just trying to work out what was on and what was off. But yeah, at the moment, quantum's broken. But let me try. Butane or something else.
Hello, Pickle. Hi. If it chokes out. Say hello. Say hello. It's my niece. This is why we come back to Turkey.
Hello, niece.
If it. Bak. Yemek. Well, I currently can't play at all. Nothing's working for me. I can't open the doors. Nothing's responding. Oh, fuck. Oh. This is my niece, first time playing Star Citizen, everybody. give it 6 years. And maybe by the time the game hits 1.0, she'll be ready to fly her own spaceship. Basically the same age as Space Tomato. Nereye gidiyoruz? Did I apply a good amount of thermal paste? Whoa! My CPU, I did, yes. Aferin. I don't know. She's very interested in something right over here. There we go. There you go, everybody. Quality. That's honestly, this is about what the Star Citizen experience looks like. She's grown so much. Seriously, she's huge. Say bye. Nope, she's looking at the for the bye. She's just putting her face up to the actual computer screen where you can see us.
Getting cross-eyed, trying to see where she's looking.
Oh gosh. All right. Putting it through its paces. Still only running at 70 degrees though. She used to be like a little potato. Little potato-sized little bean of a thing, and she'd sit on my lap while I was playing the game. I think I might need to.
I'm QTing to you now, man.
Okay. At least that's working. That's good. Once you get here, you can see if it's a problem with this whole server or it's just me.
Yeah.
1.0 in 6 years, you're full of opium. Yeah, I get that the PC shuts down to save itself. I just don't understand, like, so the CPU obviously would require the PC to shut down because you can't run the PC without the CPU. But the GPU is like the only thing on the PC that I feel like the computer itself could say, hey, I'm gonna stop running the graphics so that I can keep the computer running. Isn't it kind of crappy for it to be like, well, rendering this video is really difficult, so we're just gonna shut all of it down. Ilko kolda uçyıl Türkçe desi aldım. 3 years? I don't know that first word, unfortunately. Is this the current phase of Pete 4.0? 4.2? Yes. Next, they're indifferent teenagers wanting to go hang with their friends. It's funny hearing her talk about making friends at school and stuff. Oh! Account login timeout. Somebody just hacked my account?
Probably one of those softwares you installed.
Oh, it believes I'm offline. Probably because of the VPN. That's been happening today? Yeah, that's weird. You are currently offline. What? Ah, I took 3 years of Turkish grade school. I see. Was that because you were born and then left? Left early? Okay, let's try turning the VPN. You see, this is what I mean, guys. Something like this happens. I'm like, is it the VPN or is it me? Is it CIG? Or is it Maybelline? And there we go. Now it thinks I'm online. So it was the VPN that time. Surprise, surprise. And how much you want to bet I get into the game now and everything is running perfectly fine and loading, and I was using the Cloudflare VPN, but that stopped working with Discord over the last few days for some reason. I don't know if the government found it or something. But we are not using Cloudflare anymore. GPUs have become more involved in video rendering in recent years. But outside of that, what I'm trying to say is, like, if there was like a crisis aversion flowchart and I was a computer, the first thing I would do in that crisis would be disabling graphics, right? Shutting down the GPU, maybe moving over to CPU dependent graphics if you have it, or just like shutting the whole display down while the computer catches up with itself. I'm just saying that I would expect that to happen before the whole computer shuts down, and to avoid overheating. US native, moved to Turkey for 2 years. Interesting. Turkish lokum is your favorite dessert? Lokum's pretty good. It's pretty good when it's nice and soft. I'm not a big fan of it with nuts, but now I kind of want some lokum. Turkey has some amazing desserts, to be honest. Like, if you're a sweet tooth, you will flourish in Turkey, because chocolate wasn't a big thing in this part of the world when a lot of foods and the culture itself was coming together, a lot of the dishes depend more on sugar, syrups, and stuff like that. That's why baklava is very sugary. And so there are just a ton of different desserts that you would never really imagine that you could find. That, like, there's one that's basically just like wet churro almost. It's like churro but with a syrup on top of it. Very yums. Okay, I'm back into the game. Looks like, hey, there you are. I am in your elevator. That's incredible. Let me try and press the button just to see if it works.
Oh. You choose.
Too late, you took that honor from me.
No, you can choose a different one.
What more do I have to live for? Alright, let's see. Yep. It was probably the VPN. How funny would it be if the whole GPU problem was the VPN too? It's just everything was the VPN, guys. Turkish coffee knocks US espresso in the nuts. Dude, Turkish coffee is like a multi-layered thing. There's like an iceberg to Turkish coffee. First is just Turkish coffee itself. It's super thick, very rich, very strong. And then there's like Turkish coffee, but it gets made by heating up sand and heating the coffee on top of the sand. And then there's like, you drink the Turkish coffee and it's so thick that it leaves the like marks on the cup that you're supposed to read for your fortune. It just keeps going. Turkish coffee is a whirlpool of pleasure for those who like coffee. For me, it's just a whirlpool of gross smells. If you ever want to turn off overheating, you just block family on Facebook.
Systems activating.
If you ever want to turn off overheating, I just...
You may need to refuel.
Oh, okay. Oh no. They don't seem to want me to.
Landing gear up.
Oh, it might be because it's mine.
Landing gear down.
Oh yeah, there you go. I'm done.
Complete.
Nope. No refueling here. That's good.
Quantum fuel 100%.
Wait, how did you?
It's my hanger.
Ah. Oh, you're gonna have to open the door too then.
That's a great question.
That's a very fitting name, more caffeine. But yes, you're right. I mean, a lot of things in this part of the world have that. Have arguments and debates. I just got a notification for an email from the futurist that says Jeff Bezos wants to poop in your pipes.
Launch complete.
I would prefer he didn't. The only person who's allowed to do that is Mrs. Tomato.
I'm not sure if that's audience appropriate. Yeah.
Hey, man, I don't think it's appropriate to send me an email that says that, but what are you going to do?
Exactly that.
Sorry, you guys have to suffer through that with me.
That's it. Everyone gets a share.
And back to Pyro 4 we go. What? Why is it saying Monox? When I click on Pyro 4, it's because I mean Pyro 4 Star Citizen, not Monox.
Game's trying
Hey,
to
where do you
fix
want to go to breakfast today? Oh, I'd like some IHOP. Okay, Black Bear Diner sounds great. That's you, Star Citizen.
Shields off.
Do I fly with sticks? Not yet. Working on it.
Travel engaged.
Okay, so what is the hotspot exactly? What does
Single point
hotspot
of the
mean?
CPU.
Okay,
When
so
we, yeah, if we do like when we do thermal imaging diagnostics on,
but if I'm looking at the
equipment.
GPU, well, if I'm looking at the GPU Z app, then it's going to be the center point of my GPU.
Yeah, it would be the chip.
Okay, so the hot point, the temperature of my GPU right now is 75. The hot point is 92.
On the GPU.
Yeah. The fans are spinning. Fans are spinning about 90%. And the load is about 70.
That's about right. My GPU is running 75 to 85%.
Okay. You're not that weird, buddy. Good job.
CPU's currently only pulling 20%.
What's your hotspot?
Hey, it's private information. Let me
Yeah,
look.
my CPU is running at 60%.
Creates it, tell me what's- Yeah, my GPU is pushing 61. And memory crate's not that good for taking extra information.
You don't say.
It's very generic. Do have builds.
Now, we're in Turkey just for the summer. We'll be back in September. Oh, you got those soul sticks? How are they? Are those pretty good for a game like Star Citizen? Do they feel better than traditional HOTAS or sticks? Oh, 44 buttons per stick. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty wild. That's nuts. If the GPU starts acting up, switch to onboard graphics until you can resolve the issue. Yeah, I might do that. My computer itself is running at 2560, 1440, but I guess I could always lower the resolution. Someday maybe we'll find out what the heck went on that caused that to happen. It's freaking scary though, because it's not the first time. Like, I've seen weird artifacts pop up before, and I really, really don't want to believe it's the GPU.
Quantum fuel. 75%.
Yeah, 4.2 probably this Friday or Thursday. Most likely. Struggling figuring out how you want to do the throttle. Pushing forward on left stick to go forward feels weird. I do like that about the Evo, NXT Evo, Omni throttle from VKB. Sideways, so it feels a little bit like a throttle instead of just a stick. Honestly, the Soul R seems like a great stick to grab for your first one. I would have grabbed it over the T16000s like I did. Trying this again. Who knows? Maybe it was Pyro 4 that made my computer act weird.
I guess we're about to find out.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
I'm running an NVIDIA graphics card. My CPU is indeed AMD, but my graphics card is NVIDIA. That's the hot temp that we're looking at, a hotspot.
Quantum travel engaged.
Whoa, Jay, your hands on stick and mouse?
Complete.
It's an interesting setup.
Yeah, I've never thought of that.
Quantum travel engaged.
You get a 45-degree adapter for your NXT Evo on the left. That's what I got, Steve.
Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel.
All right, here we go. BKB pedals. Someday maybe I'll get pedals. I always felt like I can't think about my feet enough while I'm playing to use pedals, but in some wild future where I have like a proper setup, I just don't think of these as permanent setups anymore because we're moving around so much. But someday I would like to do pedals. That'd be cool. That freedom of movement must be crazy. You should really be able to target a location and see your distance to it when you're not in quantum mode. You can only see your distance to points of interest when you're in quantum mode.
That's a point.
It's kind of weird.
Maybe the new scanning will give us a change in that.
All right, rolling up on the location, super stealthy, so nobody knows we're here, obviously.
Oh. These is real.
Down.
Oh, okay. All right, that turret knows we're here.
Turret.
Hold on. Oh, there's a turret right there. Oh, crap.
Shields on.
Yikes.
Landing gear up.
Where are the turrets? I'm trying to...
There's 4 of them in total. One's right out over the far side, 2 against the coastline, and 1 in the center.
All right, so does that mean we're clear from this direction?
Looks like it.
No, there's a turret right there. There's one right there, right in front of us. Not shooting at us yet.
No, it's still white.
All right, here.
Landing gear down. Landing complete.
All right, we good.
Engines off.
Is Star Citizen worth it now? Maverick, you want to answer that one?
Define worth it.
I can't, I'm sorry. Beyond, can you define worth it?
If you're looking for a game to probably fill in copious amounts of spare time, then Star Citizen has got you covered, without a doubt. Are you looking for a game that is complete and has loops that you can continuously do? That's subjective.
Certainly a very pretty game.
Yeah. If you're looking for a good third life or second life option, this is probably reasonable. You just need to make sure you bring a decent stress ball with you.
Never played it, want to get into it. Talking gunplay and stuff, and a time sink. It's a time sink, but like, it's not going to offer you as much interesting custom gameplay as like a finished game will. I also wouldn't put the gunplay in this game up in the top echelons of gunplay right now. It's like not the finals, not Destiny, not Metro. It's pretty decent for an MMO, but they've still got work to do on tightening it up. The good thing about it is like there's enough in the gunplay that you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game. So you're not going to get left behind if you like gunplay. But it's not like you're going to get a Call of Duty experience. Yeah, they do refund your starter package if you want within 30 days. Always getting better. It's a really good... The best part about it is being able to play it at different levels of development. So every time you come back, you can see the progress they're making. It's more clear in this game than any other thing you might play. Need help?
This is interesting.
What's up?
Well, for me, the sun is still in the sky on my screen, and yet for you, it's nearly nighttime.
It's almost down.
Yeah.
It's not sunset for you?
Well, it's getting there, but it's nowhere near as dark as it is for you. That's weird.
Wow. Yeah, this is the 4.2 update. The new Prowler is pretty cool. I haven't used it for its use case, but it seems like a pretty good ship for what it's supposed to do. Yeah, you guys are seeing a very, very low quality version of my stream right now. What I'm seeing is beautiful. What you're seeing is actually being streamed over the internet to my other PC and then streamed over the internet from there onto Twitch and YouTube. So it's not a great look. Performance has definitely improved in this game. Dude, we're about to just steal one of these ships to leave. This is a ridiculous run.
We need that Steve, right?
Yeah, except they don't let us put a Steve inside the Prowler.
Well, I technically could drive it up that ramp if it was one of the little motorbikes. Because what's the motorbike that we don't have? The two-wheel thing? The Ranger, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, you could probably fit a Pulse in there. So badly you want to buy it. Funds are a bit tight at the moment. It'll be free probably next month, I believe. There's a free fly for this. You can hold out till then. Alright, I found a getaway ship.
Does look like it's a little broken.
It does. It is flashing inside.
Oh, you might want to get out of there.
Oh! Oh my gosh. Oh, oh my god.
You did dead or in cap? That was the turret, for anybody that was wondering what happened.
God dang it, dude. God dang it. That was such a stupid mistake on my part. Ah, dude, I can't believe I just made that mistake. That just ruined all of this.
So Stanton's looking pretty good, huh?
That's a bad one.
The fastest thing for you to do would be just repair your account and just set your spawn in Pyro. Or copy, I should say, recopy your PTU account. Because you know, you love logging into the COG stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet that was pretty entertaining. Let my pain be somebody else's happy Wednesday. Dude, that was like actually just 2 hours. Like 2 hours. Like 2 hours straight of getting to that location, and then we were on the front step, man. We were on the front freaking step. I cannot believe I did that. Okay, I'm gonna try to do just that. We're gonna recopy and hopefully load our starting location in Pyro, but oh man, we got 30 minutes right now and the cooking stream. And you know, Star Citizen, it's gonna take 30 minutes for us to get over there. Really bad mistake on my part. How's everybody's Wednesday going? Mine's fantastic. Phenomenal.
Wait till you get to Thursday, man. Thursday's even better.
I also just want to give a shout out to anybody who has attempted to support today. I'm really sorry if I've been missing that stuff, but the computer's not really been agreeing. Nope, I missed. Nothing on Twitch, at least. Maverick.
Sorry, I had some spillings. Wait for the bit lady to turn up and deliver some.
On YouTube, it's still not letting me see. There we go, I can see chat. I don't think I missed anything there. Now my computer's mostly set back up on this screen. Currently recopying. Just needs to take a couple minutes, folks. Did someone say cookies? Bro, we would love to make cookies one of these times, but we're making some a nice kebab dish for y'all today. Well, for us actually. We hope that you'll enjoy us and watching it be made. That's another thing we've been talking about, like turkey and food and stuff. If you guys really want to get into it and talk about all this stuff, we're happy to answer any question you have. Turkey related, us related, Star Citizen related, anything. We just like talking during these streams. So if you're down for that, if you're interested in that, if you want to learn more about Turkish food, or just kick back, have a couple drinks and relax, in about 30 minutes we'll be going live in the kitchen to make a kebab dish. Not from scratch. I mean, we bought the meat and the puff pastry. Cooking turkey for Thanksgiving? Nah, I'm not a big turkey guy at Thanksgiving, to be honest. A little bit too dry for me. One of these days, though, I do want to make cookies on stream. I love cookies. Cookies are so good. What's the best type of cookie? Is it just a chocolate chip? But is it like chocolate chip like?
Can't go wrong.
Yeah?
Can't go wrong with a good chocolate chip. We have a type of biscuit over here called an Anzac biscuit, which is it's an Australia-New Zealand celebration of the combined efforts in World War II. And they were a biscuit made back then, but basically I think you guys would be like a coconut rough equivalent kind of thing.
And it's coconut flavored?
It has coconut. One of the major components in it is coconut, so it has a definite coconut kind of flavor to it, but it's crunchy is the best way to describe it. It's consistency.
Okay. Sometimes I like a crunchy cookie. It depends. It really depends on the cookie and the flavoring. I love soft, chewy. I love a cookie that's like kind of crunchy, but mostly soft on the outside and then just gooey on the inside. Oh man. Like when it tells you to heat the cookie in the oven for 11 minutes, but you do it for 10 and a half.
We have a brand that's made here that's called Cookie Time. They're probably international now, to be fair, but they're pretty good. But they do giant cookies, so their standard cookie that you can buy is about 5 inches in diameter.
Mm-hmm.
And you can put it in a microwave for about 15 seconds to turn it into exactly what you're after there. So it's crunchy, but the center gets a little bit soft and sticky. It's pretty good. You usually get 2 of those and sandwich a slice of ice cream between them. And make an ice cream sandwich out of 2 cookies.
That sounds pretty good.
That's not bad.
Yum,
Calorie
dude.
count's a little high, but you know.
Not worried about that.
Right.
If I'm eating a cookie, I want a cookie, man. Calories? Calories.
It's like sugar-free lollies. I don't understand.
Ugh, get out of here.
Yeah.
Diet beer.
I can, diet beer, no. Alcohol-free beer, for sure. I understand that. But diet?
I get alcohol-free beer.
Yeah.
But like, if you're gonna have a like Coors Light, the only time that I understand drinking stuff like that is when it's like 4th of July and everybody's just getting pissed and like you're downing it like it's water. Otherwise, though, it's beer. Like, how many calories are you really gonna save?
over a dozen? No, not a lot.
All right, I am loading it at checkmate.
Alrighty then.
Anybody in chat hooked up on the crumble cookie craze? Swept the nation. Made cookies the new big thing. I remember when cupcakes were the big dessert thing. We like ourselves some crumble cookie, but we didn't have it a lot this last time in America just because they've gotten quite expensive. You use toum in Turkey? I don't know. Like garlic aioli, kind of Lebanese. More tomato and pepper based tastes and spreads. What about hard seltzer? Dude, go for it. Crumble cookies are all right. Okay, what's a good cookie maker? Like, crumble cookie is one that I know of, but there's no way cookies have gotten that popular as a dessert and there haven't been others pop up. You bake all your goods, Jay? Power to you. I like baking our own goods. I mean, Mrs. Tomato honestly is the bake here. Makes some amazing cakes and stuff. But it's kind of like the difference between making your own fries at home because that's how you like them and going out and getting some McDonald's fries because, you know, every once in a while you gotta have the food at its most slutty.
That's one way of putting it.
One way of putting it, my friend. Mrs. Fields. For most of my life, Mrs. Fields was my go-to cookie place. Yeah, the calories and the... Okay, see, now that's one place where I'll take a hesitation about the calories, dude. I remember when we first started getting crumble cookies, me and Mrs. Tomato, we looked at the nutritional things that they would mention. And they were like, oh yeah, 350 calories. And we were like, wow, that's crazy. What do they do with these cookies to meet that? And then we had to dig a little deeper to find out that they actually meant that was per serving.
Oh,
Which, you know, is like how people do it. And it was something like, I think, 3 or 4 servings per cookie. It's like a 700 calorie cookie. I'm like, okay, buddy. Y'all should probably put that on the menu. Okay, so I'm going to try and fly back out to you.
Okay.
Churros at the mall. Dude, churros would be great if they were more popular. I love a churro. Churro and horchata. That'll have me on the floor. Cookie Chris. Nice. Love a local spot. Haven't had any Crumble Zero. Really? I could see you getting Crumble out there. I could see it happening at some point. Yo, Astropub in the chat. And I believe I also saw Ubdi in the chat there. Whatever they got at the grocery store from your bakery is good. The Dexo is the distributor. Interesting. Be interested in hearing what kind of cookies they are. Can we get a shout out for the Ubdi and the pub? Blessing our chat with their streamer celebrity goodness. Oh, shoot. Astropub, you're subbed up in here, dude, for 32 months? Thank you. Sub buddies, man. Oh, you can't say that, huh? You can't call yourself a sub buddy. That sends all the wrong messages. Any of my stuff.
It's on your lootable, buddy. You'll be fine.
All right. You found it all there?
Oh yeah, no, you just fell out the bottom of the ship. Your body's perfectly intact.
Okay, let's see if I can get out there in time.
That's right where you left it.
Peanut butter cookies, okay. Any Girl Scout cookie addicts?
Oh man, those things are unnecessarily edible. Yeah.
Yeah, they made like a toffee flavored Girl Scout cookie. I'm a huge sucker for toffee. Really, you just mix butter and sugar with anything, and I'm gonna love it. It could be cream, it could be milk, it could be whatever. I don't care. But I love that they made like a toffee crunch cookie, and that's one of those ones I was talking about where the texture is crunchy, which isn't normally what I like, but because the flavor's so good, man, it's almost a satisfying crunch. If I didn't have to buy so many computer parts because they kept breaking, I'd have some of those Girl Scout cookies. Best believe that.
Astropub for the white chocolate macadamia. Damn.
Oh, the white
That's a good
chocolate,
call.
dude. That's a good cookie.
That is a good cookie. Yeah.
That is a good
problem is-
cookie, and
The problem is they're pretty much all addictive in some way, shape, or form, right? Like I don't think I've ever sat in front of a plate full of cookies and gone, nah, I'm not gonna eat that.
There are some cookies that I'm okay. I'll leave behind.
Name one.
I think. Well, as I've grown older, my cookie tastes have grown much more prestigious and a little up their own ass. I won't mind. I won't lie. It's you gotta really nail the cookie. It's like Toll House cookies, like those kind of cookies.
Oh yeah.
They're just easy to grab cookies in a package. I don't have time for those anymore. And those are the kinds of things where I'm like, I'm not gonna have a diet cookie. I'm just not gonna eat this cookie. It's not worth the calories for me.
Fair enough.
Oatmeal raisin is a hard no. I'll eat an oatmeal raisin cookie.
I think it's the quality, not necessarily the type of cookie. Like the real low end cookies,
Yeah.
like eating a bit of cardboard. You know, like it's not. An
Oh,
enjoyable-
yeah. Is that what you meant? Like flavor-wise?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
flavor-wise. Is there a cookie that you'd leave on the plate that you don't like the flavor of?
Ooh. No, I think you're right. It is quality-wise. I mean, thinking of the different flavored cookies, like a carrot cake cookie, cinnamon bun cookie, a raisin cookie, a macadamia nut cookie, chocolate cookie, vanilla cookie, sugar cookie. Name the cookie, I have the cookie. All the cookies, dude. And if you're coming at it from that angle, then yes, I'm on Vastin's page there. You say cookie.
Yeah, it's a still cookie.
You say cookie and I say how high.
Cheesecakes usually the division. Yeah, when you bring up cheesecake with people. People cheesecake or what do you guys call? You have pie over there, right? That's the
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big one. It's not that we don't have pie; it's just not as big of a item. Cheesecakes are huge down in this part of the world for sure.
Cheesecake's an interesting one. Cheesecake's pretty hit or miss for me.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I honestly-
like texture. They're not a fan sometimes of the type of texture.
Yeah, also like the cheesy part. I don't know if it's actually cheese. I never actually discovered that. But like the part that is traditionally the sort of not extra flavor, but the cheese part, cheesecake part of the cheesecake that I think of. That's where I'm like, you gotta nail that flavor. Can't mess that up.
Yeah, I think like we've got a store that's local to where I am here, and they specialize in making every type of variety of flavor of cheesecake you can think of. So it's hard. It's a hard thing to walk past.
This conversation is getting me so hungry, dude. I have not eaten enough today.
I haven't started yet. It's good.
An equal opportunity cookie eater. It's the kind of thing that should be on the driver's license. Like, what kind of vehicles can you drive? Are you a donor? What kind of cookies do you not want to eat? Put it right underneath the deadly allergies information. Gave me a cookie, gave you cookie. Gave me cookie, got you cookie. You gave me cookie, I got you cookie. Man gave me cookie, you cookie, we're even. Nick Miller, New Girl. That's a quote.
I remember that scene.
Opening the food delivery app. See, now I'm gonna have to go into the cooking stream and actually cook stuff. All while being cookie hungry. Because of you cookie addicts. Crazy people. Pretty sure I kind of made that happen. No, Vastin was the first one to say cookie. As usual. Not a peanut butter cookie fan. Okay, anybody in chat? This is the real question. This will separate the monsters from the men and women in chat. Is anybody open to eating cookies without anything to drink? And why are you trying to damage your own mind? Owned? Your own mind. Eto? Opius? As long as they aren't dry? Ah! Ah, look at all the people in chat not drinking anything with their cookies. Ah!
You guys have Tim Tam cookies over there? I think you do.
I don't have any sound effects, or else I would be triggering them nonstop, screeching and wheezing and falling out of chairs. You poor souls. Would you ask, Maverick? Tim?
Tim Tams. Timtam.
Tim Tams? I don't know. I don't think I've heard of it.
They're chocolate coated wafers with a caramel center, is the best way to say it. So they're kind of squishy in the center, but they're wafer and then fully coated in Cadbury chocolate. They don't need, in air quotes, a drink with them because they're kind of, quite like eating a chocolate bar, really, to be fair. Is the better way to describe how those are. But I think that's the line that you draw as to whether or not the cookie has to be dunked.
I don't even need it to be milk. Just like, if the cookie is cookieing, I expect my throat to get clogged up by cookie, you know?
Especially if it's peanut butter cookie.
That's like, if it's too dry, then I need a drink to wash it down. If it's perfect, which is how I like it, as being super gooey, then I still need a drink to knock it down. But I'm not gonna hate on anybody who's not drinking stuff with their cookies. That's totally fine, guys. I just think you might be crazy. Or maybe I can get some people real angry for the next couple of weeks. You guys are you're cowards if you eat cookies without a drink. Oh boy. The floodgates. Hot chocolate with cookies is really good. Yeah, I gotta have something to drink with my cookies, guys. I'm sorry. They're actually, in Turkey, there are a lot of cookies made specifically to be had with tea. They're made to be dipped, so they're like really chalky and dry, but when you dip them in the tea, they become like perfectly... It's not an uncommon thing. You can find it in many places. Somebody also asked earlier what Turkish tea is like. Sorry, I didn't answer that. It can be fairly strong. It's usually loose leaf. And it's incredibly plentiful. I mentioned earlier that a lot of the world's hazelnuts come from Turkey. A lot of tea also comes from Turkey. The northern coast of the country has the perfect climate for a lot of tea leaves, so you'll find a lot of them out there. And yeah, we just drink a lot of tea. I can't see you on the Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Dude.
You did? What'd you do?
Oh, thank God we're on the same server. I thought I joined a different server for a second. I was gonna... Oh my God.
You're 556 tomatoes away.
Okay, I was about to go to the wrong location. Yeah, like biscotti, basically.
Ah, biscotti. That's a different sort of biscuit altogether.
Quantum travel engaged.
Don't ever need a drink to eat. Your kid, however, is the exact opposite. Won't even start without having a drink. Get on your kid. Sorry, y'all. The action music is still playing from when we were supposed to go and take over that outpost.
Wait, is chai not a tea, Abdi?
Chai is tea.
Chai is a tea?
Like-
You don't
like
say
chai is the-
tea, you just say chai. You don't
Yeah.
have to say the tea. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah. Like in Turkey, chai is tea.
Like chai.
Turkish apple tea is the best. I haven't had that in a while. Only got to have that once. It shows up more in like touristy places.
What do they make a tea out of apple leaves or out of the apple?
To be honest, I don't know what they do with it. If it's like a syrup or fresh fruit or juice or what. Pretty yummy though. It's like kind of like hard, or not hard cider, but just like hot cider.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's my go-to at this time of the year because it's winter here now. So I drink a lot of lemon, ginger, and turmeric sort of drink. That's my sort of go-to.
Shields on.
Bought some in Istanbul, still have it, not syrup. Oh, I meant like to make the tea itself when you mix it. Syrup. What is it that what do they give you to mix? Is it a powder or leaves or? Man, I hate landing like this.
I don't understand what's going on. Your world clock is set differently to mine in the game at the minute.
Is it not nighttime where you are?
Nope, sunset.
Shit. Shit. Go, 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 go. Get out of the freaking... Get out! Oh my god. Rooibos tea. Doner kebabs are pretty baller. Dude, doner is so good. I was just standing in the kitchen today telling Mrs. Tomato, I was like, doner is one of the best smelling meat dishes things ever. It's insane how good it is.
What is
We
this?
aren't
So
making-
is that the meat on a stick?
Yeah, it's on a turn,
Yeah.
on a spit, yeah.
That's what they shave the meat off of, right? To make
Yeah,
the kebab.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's insane.
So good. We're not making that today, but we are making a different type of kebab. We made it.
So small problem.
Oh,
Yeah, they came hunting.
wow.
But that's a long way away from the from where they
I think
came
they just blew up my spaceship. Aye. All right. My body's just
Body.
under the ship, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, well, at least this persisted. That's a good test, right, everybody?
That's what we were doing, right? Just testing persistence.
That's what this was all about. This had nothing to do with actually playing and enjoying ourselves. Oh, can I not get my armor?
What? Oh no,
They not let you get your own armor?
that makes no sense to my brain.
What? Oh,
They're
dude,
also
okay.
testing Tier 0 loot recovery system.
The item recovery system is like, it's a thing, and I'm okay with that, but not being able to get your own stuff is...
Yeah, that's unique.
Oh, that's bad, dude.
I always assumed it was. Yeah. Does that stop people farming it, doesn't it? I suppose.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't duplicate it,
That's what it is.
but... yeah, okay. Because I reset my character, that's why.
Right.
You normally can get your stuff. Well, I guess you don't need to because you'd have the stuff back. Yeah, never mind, I'm sorry. That's not that bad. I guess I'm going it,
Here you go. Grab this.
going it this way.
Oh.
Okay. It's not going well so far.
Let me just clear a path for a second. Here you go. Have a PA. Let me just place it rather than throw it on the ground. There it is.
What is that? Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
And up here will be some ammunition for it in a second.
Whoa, low light scope. Never seen one of these. Got contact.
Just dropping ammo at my feet. Oh, okay, that's weird. There's a stack of ammo now.
Thank you, I'm gonna need it.
Yep.
Once I can see it.
Oh, you can't see this, the tall little there's a stack of it right here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I know it doesn't look like ammo, it looks like a stick, but yeah.
You did this with Vastin doing the lab coat the other day. Suggest. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey.
Got it.
Can't take any more ammo than I have. Okay. We're on Pyro 4 right now. Honestly, though, this area does seem to be a little bit more interesting now that it's not incredibly glitchy.
Great.
A couple minutes. 5 minutes.
Sorry, Mrs. T, I promise I'll kill him in game if he doesn't leave in 5.
I like that P8.
Yeah, the low light's nice.
And you can turn it on?
Yeah, ask chat.
Can you
Someone
turn the
checked it.
low light on and off?
I think it's supposed to be shift, but I left shifted, but I couldn't get it to switch. It was just
Yeah, it didn't work for me. All right, let's check out inside here.
Run that Kurt guy, run.
Let's keep moving right. Yeah, that direction. Too far side.
Yes. Reloading.
Gonna clear out the rest of the building. I'm going upstairs.
Copy that, following you.
Okay, this is a restricted area. And we'll need to grab a
we
key
need a lab coat.
card and a lab coat.
Yeah, let me just see what happens if I track the beam a lab coat person up here. Sorry, buddy. This is for science.
Activate.
Other one. Other door.
Open it up. Can you hit the scan button? And run out the way?
Scanning.
He's not dead, he's just incapped. Come on. Do it. Do it. Oh, damn it.
I can put it on real quick.
Go. I think you can
Heads
use
up,
the new
others.
change. Isn't there a swap button now in the new UI that allows you to swap outfits really quick if you walk up to somebody?
I do not know. But it sounds like we got some people coming up, so be careful. I can't take anything off.
Your helmet's still on. Helmet first. There you go. Yes. You put his shoes on. You gotta put the shoes
Do they
on.
not allow people without shoes on in here?
Health and safety issues, apparently.
Nope. I'm barefoot
you good?
tomato in here.
Hey, throw away. Apparently they didn't look at your feet.
Tractor beam stuff. Super cool, extra sick. But what we need is in here. Crap, what was the secret code?
1356.
Activate.
Got the key.
Alright.
Shall we continue?
You have 3 minutes.
Activate.
Inserting key. Maybe I'll get my clothes back on.
Yeah. I'll run in and
Nice crotch shot, dude. That was hot.
Oh, Jesus. I am on the ground.
You incapped?
Nope. It's healing. I got knocked
Okay.
on my back.
Yeah, I got locked back out, so I can't get in there.
NPC that won't die.
Remember, the work we do here is priceless. Always protect your work.
Okay.
Okay. I'm opening the door.
All right, y'all, we're preparing for the cooking stream, so the light's going to change here. Oh, ow. Jeez. Extra dark tomato. Also what we call me when I get a tan. Okay.
Smooth lighting, right?
Click to start.
Oh, this will get epic in a hurry. Hang on.
Ah, crap.
Reload.
What was the code? Or this is a different code, huh?
1320, maybe?
I think it's over
Oh,
here.
yeah.
96292.
Employee identification accepted.
Solid.
Oh, right. You need some more PA?
Meant for your team. Please keep conversations to a minimum.
See, dude, this is like... We're still in the PTU, and this place is already not that overcrowded with people. I really don't think long-term this place is going to suffer as much as it seems like from bad actors. Not to say that they don't need to put in things that minimize those problems, but I think it's really exaggerated during these moments when this stuff is brand new. All right, here they come.
Here comes the crazy. We just hold this room rather than hold the doorways. There's 3 doors, 2 people.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, might get a little overwhelming. They'll definitely be coming from this room. I can cover this side if you cover the other side. Oh, but I am going to run out of ammo at some point. Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh my god, wait, there's a lot of them.
On that corner you're standing on, I'll drop some ammo.
I've got an F55 now. Oh wait, I have the P8 still.
Yeah,
Right?
dropping PA.
Did I not keep the freaking P8? Hold on, I gotta go pick it back up.
Okay, that's right, there's plenty of them on the ground.
Oh, where did it go?
There'll be other ones from the NPCs, they'll carry them.
Yeah.
Oh, ow, that's a shotgun. Wait, can they shoot through the glass?
Behind us.
Oh, yep, I got it.
I need a med pen from some. Here we go. Perfect.
Oh, I think there's another player down there.
I need another gun. Anything Oh, look at this. A gun.
Oh, got it.
Sorry about that.
%77%.
They don't really come from outside.
No, thankfully, I think.
See, this shotgun's actually kind of fun to use.
Oh, they're above us on the far side.
Covenant on a landing above us. Crazy that quote is like 24 years old, and it comes to me immediately.
Yeah. There's just some things that stick with you, right?
Pause is halfway through. Did you unpause it? Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're at 94 now.
Oh, crap.
Alright. We are 100%
Roger that.
storing the card, and unless you want
Damn it. I'm down.
to miss that on food, you need to go.
I am down. All right. All right, y'all. Guess that's good timing to end this. We are ready to switch on over to the... Dude, this thing is sick when you overheat it.
Oh, the shotgun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing is sick. Just got to figure out how to balance it so it doesn't overheat too quickly. Yeah, you can like... I love this thing. I love this shotgun. I want it. All right, guys, we're going to go over to the cooking stream. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Sorry so much for all of the freaking craziness that was the hardware problems today, but I'm going to do my best to try and get them figured out. Thanks to everybody who's been supporting. If you do want to support us in rebuilding the computers, exclamation point tip will make the link pop up if you'd like. Otherwise, I'm just happy that you guys stuck around, honestly, and watched throughout all of that. That is more support than you know. Thank you for being here, folks. I'm going to see you over in the kitchen in a couple minutes. We're going to go make some kebab, talk about turkey, and kick back. Maverick, thank you so much for joining me today, dude.
Anytime, my friend.
I'll catch you later, and
Ciao
have a
for
good
now.
day. There we go. That's better. That's better. That's better. All right.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Dude.
Yep. Treat yourselves well, folks. Go eat something yummy. Come hang out with us. Talk to somebody you love, like us. And I'll see you in a minute. Bye-bye.